All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to fix the charging system. Actually, we may have already fixed the charging system, but I'm going to show you what I did. So buckle up, let's go. Now, on our last riveting episode of 30-Minute Mechanic with this car, we were jacking with the alternator, trying to get it to alternate and make juice so we can keep our battery charged up and provide adequate power for our electric fuel pump so this thing doesn't lean out under boost. So yesterday, I found a connector and just kind of connected things up to see if just connecting up all the wires properly would make it work, and it didn't. It still didn't charge. So as I was messing with that old connector that was broken in the alternator, the white wire out of the middle just bloop, pulled right out, and I was like, okay, well, that's probably part of the problem. So today, I get around here where you can see. I went by O'Reilly's and I got a new plug. Right there. Got a new plug. Little guy right there. $17 worth of new plug. And today I wired it up and I did the little, I call it kind of the hot wire trick, where you run this one and just loop it right back to the positive post. It's supposed to go back over there and go to a fuse and whatever else. But anytime guys retrofit this 3G alternator to an older car, that's exactly what they do. They just loop it right over that positive post. Everything's cool. And then the green wire right there, green wire shoots off to the idiot battery light on the dash, which is what I've done. I've gone ahead and reconnected it back to that connector I found over there yesterday. You can see it. Back over there, wiggle. And and then you loop the white one back around. So, I mean, it sounds kind of dumb that they just loop right back, but that's the way you make it work. So, let me just show you real quick. Now, also, I'm gonna unhook this stuff and then loom it up and tape it up so everything's not just laying willy-nilly all over the motor there. So that's what I'm fixing to do is clean it up and make it look like it should look. Also, I noticed when I put my battery negative, it's probably going to do it this time, but the last time I hooked the negative post up, I didn't get kind of a spark like something was draining the battery. So maybe fixing that may have fixed our battery drain. I'm not sure, but we'll hop in the car. I'll fire it up. It's now that the alternator has a pretty good pull on the motor. I got the pretty surgy idle, which I gotta tune out, but we'll just see. I'll just show you the gauge-o-rama here. It shuts off after a second out there of squealing, but you can see we're charging 13 volts in it, and our idle's jumping up and down a little bit. I gotta work on that now. But also, no battery light. Battery light's not on anymore. So everything's working properly. We're making voltage. Our belt is a little too long. That's why it squeals. So, anyways, it's gonna be Gonna have to do a little bit of tuning to make this thing not that lower surge from a turbo car. Got blower surge in a turbo car. But anyways, our belt is a little too short. You get back out. The belt is a little too short. I'm sorry. The belt is a little too long, and the tensioner down there is not putting enough tension on it. So that's what's letting the belt slip on the alternator. But great success. We're making voltage. We're charging the battery like it should. And that's a huge step in the right direction. So let's get busy cleaning up that harness. Okay, the first thing I gotta do is get this disconnected once again, so I can loom all that stuff and then tuck it back in where it's not just draped across the engine. And I did disconnect the battery over there, so the negative post is disconnected. Otherwise, you can do some welding here if you didn't do that. Now let's see, the little white one comes unplugged. And this one. Ooh. So here's our new connector right here. Got it at O'Reilly's. And I just put a ring connector on this side and it loops back around the positive post. Then I put that little guy. I looked around, I didn't have a new one of those anywhere. So I just put that one back on and bloop, it just plugs right back in from the voltage regulator back into the alternator. So there's that part of it. I'm just going to kind of flop it over here out of the way. And then we're going to get back over here. We're going to tape up this stuff and see if we can find some maybe plastic loom to kind of protect it while we tuck it back under everything. So hold on. And really the only wire I got to loom to this power wire is the green one. So I'm just going to tape it in a few spots. Just kind of taped it close to where it plugs in there. That may not be a great situation after I route it up under everything. I don't know. Might give a little extra. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna put it. I don't know what I did with my cutters. Cutter. Man, I'm just so happy that is what the problem was. I'm going to put a little bit of tape right here at this connector. Just to keep everything from accidentally getting yanked out. I don't imagine it ever would, but just kind of tuck that in underneath there. Then we got to jump around to the other side here and unplug it and unwind it. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Unwind it. So quite literally, somebody probably replaced that alternator over there trying to get it to charge. Used the old connector and everything and wiring that was not connected right. It was not connected and was not, had a bad connector. And then still had a no charge situation. And I thought maybe the voltage regulator might be bad, because you can have a situation with voltage regulators. What is going on here? With voltage regulators where the reg will go bad, so your battery won't charge. Plus, when the car's not running, you'll have a drain. And a bad reg can can drain your battery. So I thought we might have that on our hands, but I don't think that's the case now. I think it was just the connector, and it might have been that yellow wire that went around here. I mean, it may be screwed up. I really think that yellow wire comes in and goes into the fuse box, but all the fuses in here checked out good. I mean, according to the wiring diagrams, it ends up at the fuse box, but it's actually supposed to end up right here. I mean, it shows it basically being at the same spot with where the big black and orange comes in. So whatever. Now, all that stuff is loose. Let me see if I can find some loom maybe. Might put another little piece of tape right down there so that doesn't fall against the header and turn to goo. Because we don't need melted stuff. Oh, crud, come back here. Melted things don't make me happy. My word. Tape that doesn't stick doesn't make me happy either. Okay, let's see if I can find something to kind of put around that. Because I'm going to try to snake it. I'm going to try to snake it back up through here just like I previously had it. So hold on. All right, found a piece. I don't know if it's going to be long enough. I may have to find another little snippet. Sometimes it's kind of smashed on the ends. It's whatever. Who cares? It's just plastic aluminum. It gives a whoopty. And really, I mean, it does offer some protection, but I really like it more for the camouflaging effect. So it's all black, and it's not just a bunch of wires sticking out. That's going to be plenty long. Not a bunch of wires. Let me see how far I need to go here. Right there. Could put the nice end, and whatever, who cares. It kind of camouflages the wires, so you don't have a bunch of brightly colored wires just running everywhere. It distract from the overall look of everything. Not that I'm building a show car in the least, but I do like for things to look like I know what I'm doing, even if maybe sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I like to at least present that front. Just put a couple of wraps of the old electrical tape on this end. A lot of times I use I put little tiny zip ties on there, but I don't have any tiny zip ties today, so it's just going to get a little wrap of whatever kind of tape this is, Utilitech or something. Which probably will come unstuck in about 10 minutes of run time. Who knows? Get the little green guy stuck in there good. Now I'm excited that we got this fixed without really just having to, without having to take the alternator out and take it somewhere, get it tested, or I was about ready to pull the voltage regulator off the back of it and swap it for the one for my green car and the green bean, because they have the same. They both have 3G Ford alternators, so I could have swapped the voltage reg to see if it was the problem. But bingo boingo, didn't have to do that. All right, let's see if we can get this dude tucked under there. Oh my goodness. How did I get that through there first time? Last time. I think part of the thing was I didn't have spark plug wires in my way. I think it went right through here. Oh my gosh. Come on. It's getting hung. There we go. Sure I'm not wrapped around. I'm the king of running wires and then looking back and I've looped it around a hose or something. Maybe I won't do that this time. Can't get my arms in there. Back to this side again. Now I don't know what y'all watch these videos on or whatever. I just recently discovered that I can save my videos to, what is going on here? 4K. And when I look at them on my TV at home on my big screen, wow, they look so much better. It looks so much better than 1080. All right, I think I finally got it to wiggle through, although I can't see my connector. There it is. I was amazed at the difference. What is happening? All you got to do is just wiggle through there. It's like trying to pull a garden hose or something, or an extension cord. It gets hung on everything on earth. Finally. I mean, that little guy right there was really giving me troublesome. Giving me trouble. Anyways, I've figured out how to do it to 4K, so the video quality, at least on big screens, should be much better now. Pretty tickled with it. Okay. Now we're back over here where we were. Plug the new $17 connector in. Let's loop the white one. Plug him in. I can do it without putting my readers on. That one under there. This one on the top. Really wish I could make that look better, but kind of don't really want to mess with it right now. Boy, oh boy, RD. Just kind of mash it down a little bit. Come on. And we are loomed, reconnected, and rerouted. But we're not plugged in over here. And now we are plugged in. So, kind of got that taken care of. That, man, what a good day. What a good day on 30-minute mechanic. I fixed it. I didn't have to rob any parts from my green car. And we're all good to go now. I really don't like how that looks particularly, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Tuck some of these. Got one little water temperature sensor, not sensor, I think it's for the factory gauge fitting that keeps falling out and getting in the way. Okay, I think that's good. Hooray. All right. That's going to do it for 30 Minute Mechanic today. Got our alternator fixed. It's charging, and I'm so happy that it was just a matter of rewiring a connector and making a little bypass, and poof, we got voltage. So now maybe that's going to solve some of our other problems we've been having with this car. So like, subscribe, tell your friends. Oh, by the way, I just hit 300 subscribers. I mean, a lot of guys have a lot more subscribers, but man, I'm happy to hit 300. So somebody's been telling their friends, I guess. So like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.